Hi, welcome to Vegan Live Fit, where looking good can save the earth. This is Corinne Sutton here, and we're here to talk about 5 ways of staying motivated. Now, staying motivated is very important because it helps us stay positive and continue to push further through life so we can be successful and accomplish goals that we want to accomplish. Now, one reason I like to talk about motivation is because motivation is very important, especially when we have tasks and goals and dreams that we want to speak into reality or make into reality. Yeah, so being motivated is very important, especially when it comes to our own personal goals. Now, one thing I like to say is starting off with number 1, which is your goal is more important than partying. Welcome to the becoming the greatest version. Now, we live in a society where, I would say the average American but his life usually goes like this, especially with someone who works out. It would be Monday through Friday, they work out, and then we leave Saturday and Sunday, the weekend, to go ahead and party. Some people start partying on Friday nights and party from Friday all the way through Sunday, and then start all over again. And when this happens, and the reason I'm saying most people, because I used to be that person. When I was doing this, I always noticed that, I always was able to stay in shape, but I got to a point where you can say I was in a plateau, like I wasn't gaining and I wasn't losing. And this is mostly because of alcohol consumption. I'm training my body for 4 or 5 days out of the week, training hard, doing legs, doing chest, lifting weights, doing cardio, all this stuff. And then I'm destroying my body with alcohol. Now, alcohol is very bad for you. It breaks down muscle tissue. It makes you do, mentally, it makes you delusional. It makes you do things that's not even right. It gives you wrong decision-making skills, and it's just horrible. It's a lot of extra empty calories also that you're consuming. So all the nutrients that I'm getting through the alcohol, every time I go back to the gym, I broke down muscle tissue, and I consume a lot of extra calories, which I have to burn first before I can even metabolize all the good nutrients like protein, carbs, and fat for me to build muscle and continue with my progress. So that's number 1. When it comes to your goal, I'm not saying not to party, but very limited. You don't limit it. You don't have to make it like a religious thing where your party, that the weekend means that it's time to party. You can use the weekends to do recovery exercises. You can use the weekend to do things that's physically challenging, which is fun. That's why I started to do recreational things, if it's knowledge, I'm going to like a festival or an expo. If it's like physical activity, I'm doing stand-up paddleboarding. I live in South Florida, so there's really no waves to really surf, but I do stand-up paddleboarding, or play a sport like racquetball. You know what I'm saying? And there's tons of things too out there too, which is recreational. They have kickball. I used to do kickball all the time. I was a big kickball junkie. Doing 5Ks. I know 5Ks are very big now, especially down here in South Florida. They run them almost every weekend. 5Ks are good too. Just something that's fun, something active, something that's going to, make your body stronger and better. And I like saying recreational activities because all the stuff that you're doing in the gym, working out hard, lifting weights, doing all that cardio, now you can actually put it to a test in real time. So that's what I like to do on the weekends, and that's something you could reconsider. Now, number 2, be positive and keep a clear mind. Don't let negative thoughts grow and destroy you. Now, being positive and keeping a clear mind is really important because, I know with me, my mind is very active, and, there's tons of times I can get into a stump, and what happens is that when you get into a stump and you continue to think negative, then it feels like the whole world is against you. And it's not that. This is all just a perception of the mind, you know, and we should be able to change our thoughts and how we think like a remote control on changing a channel. Once we start thinking negative, we should automatically turn that channel and make a positive outlook on how it is. Because truthfully, when it comes to positive and negative, it really doesn't exist. You know, it's all about the perception, how we look at it, how we perceive the situation. You know, for like, I don't know if anyone heard the saying, but if you saw someone push somebody, you know, there's multiple ways we can see that. Number one, we could see that person pushing that person as a negative way, because we're like, man, that guy's being violent, but we don't know what's actually going on. Or we can look at it as, oh, that person's defending themselves, because, you know, so it's all about perception, you know. So when it comes to a lot of things in life, you know, it's all about perception. And like, if our car breaks down, or if you're not happy with the results when you're working out, anything, you know, financial issues, stuff like that. I mean, anything that you can think of, always think about a positive way of looking at things. Yeah, it's just going to make life a lot better, and you want to waste more energy being happy versus sad and frustrated. Number 3, train your mind to see the good in everything. This kind of relates to number 2, you know. This is the way you can do it. So, like, something that I did, I'll tell you the truth, I started reading a lot of positive books. For example, by Rhonda Bynes, The Secret, you know, about law of attraction and stuff like that. She has multiple different books. You know, she has like The Secret, Power, Magic, and this is all about law of attraction and how we should train the mind to see the good in everything. So I recommend like books like that. Anything that's very inspirational, anything that's very positive, personal development books. If you look into things like that, those things can help you train the mind. You know, I could sit here and talk about all the things I've done. For example, I'll just tell you one thing. One thing that I've done is I made a list about how grateful and thankful I am with everything that was going on in my life. Because I was seeing things very negative at one point. You know, I mean, when it comes to finances, when it comes to, you know, personal relationships, training, like a whole bunch of things. I always, for some reason, when things weren't working right, I always thought like God was punishing me or something like that. But I started reading these books, and it actually helped me change how I looked at things. It didn't matter how bad things were, you know, I always thought the good out of things. Like if a tire popped, you know, man, my tire popped, I'm stuck out here in this traffic, what can I do? You know, versus getting all angry and upset, what most people would, you know, I just went ahead, fixed the problem, yeah, and looked at it like, man, like, lucky I'm safe, lucky I'm alive, and lucky it happened now, because damn, this tire could have popped if I was going like a lot faster, and I could have been in worse conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could have happened worse. Yeah, lucky, and I'm thankful that I was able to address the situation now and be calm about it. So, you know, this is like certain things that that helped me train my mind, is just changing this perception. Just like number 2 kind of relates with number 3, but with number 3, like I said, look for books like that, you know, and I highly recommend, you know, read the book. You know, I know there's the movie, but the book is 10 times better. Number 4, be patient. Some things take time, you know. We all want to be successful, you know, especially like myself. Like, I want to be successful 100%, like right now, you know. But the thing is, the true secret of being successful is already thinking and knowing that you are successful. You know, everything that we do in life, you know, we have to be thankful for it. And at the same time, we have to be patient. Patient is a true and very strong virtue to have. you know, because we all want everything now, especially here in America. You know, we are the most advanced technological country in the world, you know, and a lot of things is very fast for us, you know, like our highways are fast, internets are fast, everything we have, like when it comes to electronic devices, it helps us do our jobs and do different tasks fast, you know, even our foods, you know, we have like fast food and a whole bunch of stuff that's very convenient that makes things fast. So we're very used, especially here in America, we're very used to getting things like that because it's just where our environment is so advanced that everything is very sped up, you know. But some things just takes time, and you have to count the blessings. That's what's going to really help us, or help you, and then also help me stay more patient, is counting the blessings. Counting blessings mean counting everything that you have accomplished. You know, don't look at what you haven't accomplished. You know, look at what you have accomplished. And when you start counting your blessings and counting everything that you've accomplished, you know, this will help. One thing that I've done is I write down, I have a list. I call it a magic to-do list. And on this magic to-do list, I write down things. Like even me making this video right now, this is part of my list. And every time I accomplish something, I mark it down. Every time something comes into mind, an idea or a thought, I write it into that list. You know, if it's good, I write it down. So this magic list never ends. You know, it never ends. But anytime you feel down or feel negative, you look at that list and then you're like, wow, I have accomplished a lot of things. And then you reflect it to the things that you've done, to the things that you have received, you know, because it doesn't matter what you do, what you accomplish, there's going to be an outcome out of that. You know, nothing is done for no reason. If you've done it, it's done for a reason, and that result of what you did will come back to you. Yeah, so just be patient. You know, patience is very true key. And number 5, your faith can move mountains and your doubt can create them. So, you know, just believing in yourself, you know, because every time we're doubting ourselves, we bring our energy all the way down to a negative frequency, a very low and negative frequency. And you want to always believe in yourself. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You know, whatever you think, whatever you want in life, I mean, you can do it. You know, you just have to put in the work and put in the effort, and that's it. And you have to believe in yourself. So sometimes what hurts people from believing themselves is fear, mostly. Yeah, because sometimes we get into situations that we're kind of scared of doing something, and sometimes we mix that feeling of fear into being cautious and not doing it. Now, sometimes when we're afraid of doing something, sometimes that's the feeling that we should embrace and take it as we should do it, because really what it is it's outside our comfort zone. You know, we get used to being complacent or being comfortable in a situation, or being comfortable in a job, or being comfortable where we're at in life. But then we want to excel more. And sometimes what that takes is being uncomfortable and being outside our comfort zone. And when we're outside that comfort zone or being uncomfortable and we work in that type of environment, sometimes when we do this, more things will come to us and we actually learn, you know, we gain some wisdom out of it and gain some confidence, because it's like, wow, I did something that I'm not used to doing. I did it pretty well. And look at how many people really, you know, reacted from it. You know, I got a lot of good feedback from it. Yeah, so sometimes just being outside our comfort zone in anything you think about in life can help us excel further in life. So that's it for today, for 5 things that can keep us successful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, please press the like button down below and put down a comment if you can. But this is Vegan Live Fit, and have a nice day.